is going on, everybody? Welcome to Party on Broad. Our Eagles championship streak continues with an Eagles 3-round mock. We're talking biggest winners from the NFL Scouting Combine. Eagles guys that really turned some heads this weekend, and more Eagles free agency targets. Joining us, Ryan Reese at Philly Sports PSA on X. What's up, man?
Not much. Ready to talk a little draft and free agency. As we're right there. Free agency is right around the corner.
It's crazy.
It always flies by. In between the Super Bowl and you have the franchise tag period and all that. So that's flying. I think today or tomorrow is the last day of the franchise. I forgot which one's which.
I think that's tomorrow, and then I think the tampering period's what, Thursday?
It's next week.
Does that start next week?
Yeah. It's I think next Monday it'll go until Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also joining us, the Rob Lange at Philly_Madness. What's up, Rob?
That's good. Good to be with you guys. Forgive me for laughing when we came on. My eyes caught Joel Embiid's caricature eyes on our intro, and I caught the giggles because it looked so funny. And just looking at how this season has gone, it just makes it even funnier. But I'm excited to talk about the Eagles and not have to talk about that team ever again.
This is a good loss for the Sixers tonight against Portland. They lose by 17 here. Burn it all to the freaking ground. Pat Ryan says March 12th.
That's when officially it starts.
Yeah, but there's
every period starts
hearing
Monday.
about deals on that Monday.
Monday at 4:00 it starts, and you have 48 hours to tamper legally.
It's the dumbest thing.
Just call it free agency. Like, what the hell? Who cares?
It's so stupid.
That might be the dumbest term I've ever heard. Legal tampering.
What day is the draft in April? It's usually a Thursday, Friday, Saturday type of thing. If that changed, I'm not sure.
No, it's still Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, day 2, Friday, and then days 3.
It's Thursday the 24th, all the way to Saturday the 26th.
John Jones said the Phillies pick up.
John, don't get me started, John. Don't get me started.
No,
that's coming.
It is confusing, right? Like, Pat, right? It's so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah. We're going to be covering some Phillies in a little bit. In a few weeks.
Maybe, just maybe, there might be a D2A about the Phillies coming out.
Yeah, at some point this week. What was supposed to be prior to today's show, but somebody had to work.
Well, it was going to be the other day, but somebody wasn't feeling well. I have an upset stomach.
It wasn't a stomach. It was my head.
Tons and tons of Eagles content coming. I saw Zach Berman dropped a huge article. Amazing.
It's an awesome article. If you have a chance to read it, it's fantastic.
I would like to throw out that we've covered Baron Browning on this show weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, stay in touch. We're going to break down more targets for the Eagles tonight, but let's jump right into the NFL Scouting Combine. Rob, lead us off, man. Who was someone that kind of turned your head?
Well, I appreciate you guys letting me go first so I can name the one guy or two guys that I actually saw. One is on the defensive side, one is on the offensive side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look at that. They're names that were already big names, but I thought they had really nice performances at the Combine. Tennessee's edge rusher, Mr. Pierce Jr., I thought was incredible.
I'm upset about this.
One of the drills that I got the opportunity to watch was where they put like the giant, I call them giant hula hoops, and they kind of have to stay low to the ground and get around and drop the, drop the pipe, but actually place it down. Like they can't throw it down. He showed elite athleticism doing that. He obviously ran an unbelievable 40. This is a guy that I know a lot of people had hoped maybe would fall to the Eagles. I don't know if that's going to happen, especially after his Combine performance. Might be a little bit tougher to see him getting down to the Eagles at 32, which won't matter because the Eagles are going to trade the pick for Myles Garrett anyway. But that's the point. But that's besides the point.
Wow.
just to piss off Dibes.
Wow.
You know, I'm going to save the other edge who I thought had a good day, and I'm going to go to my offensive side. And ready, Ryan, get excited because I'm talking about tight ends.
Oh, I love tight ends.
The kid, Mr. Jason Taylor's son, Mason.
Oh yeah,
that kid. I tell you what, he was big. He has unbelievable body control. I don't think his hands. Somebody said his hands weren't very big, but if you catch the ball, I don't care. But at one point, he was doing the drill, and they actually like used technology to show him running straight across the line, and it was like the most perfect straight line run ever. That anyone's ever
I saw that. They were like
that's like an impressive ass body control to do that kind of stuff.
Well, considering you're going one side to the other to catch balls on either side, and you're right. It was very impressive.
So happy Marshawn to hear that.
Don't talk about Devin Warren.
But I would love the idea of a Mason Taylor, and I don't know, what's he, a third round guy? Maybe if you could get him. I would love. I would probably think about using a second round pick because I think tight end is that important to the Eagles this year. But now with the new Italian on the coaching staff, that Harold Fannin Jr. may be more of a more of an option, as it was his former head coach who is now the Eagles quarterbacks coach.
Very true. Very true.
All right, now you guys talk about the combine. I'm just going to hang out for a little bit.
All right, cool.
I love Mason Taylor. I thought overall the tight end group really disappointed. When the top standout was Terrence Ferguson, and CJ Dupree and random guys, day three guys. It was not a good day.
Like deep day three guys.
Yeah. So there's that.
My boy Harold Fanning did not have a good day.
No. He did. Yeah, I thought he was definitely on a short list of great testing numbers from what we saw at Bowling Green, and he's like 70th percentile on a lot of things. Yeah, just not what I expected whatsoever.
And listen, I got it. There's obviously multiple schools of thought of how a prospect is, and obviously what they do out on the field matters. And no one's taken away what Harold Fanning has done this year. I mean, 117 catches, like he dominated. And when given the chance against bigger schools, Penn State, Texas A&M, he balled out. He absolutely balled out. So, but I will say, he had a very, very crappy combine. I'm not happy.
Hold up. Is that a PlayStation controller?
Just a random ass PlayStation controller.
Can you see the eagle in the middle?
That's pretty cool.
I custom made it myself. I literally took one apart, got parts, and built it back myself.
Only Ryan.
Only Ryan.
Only me. I'm a weirdo.
Big Sarge says Donovan Ezaraku. Huge fan of his.
Yeah, love him.
I would not be disappointed whatsoever if they got him in the first round. John says Landon Jackson and Walter Nolan. Big Sarge says Derek Harmon. Maybe we talk about him during our mock draft. Either guy from Ole Miss would be great.
The kid from Toledo, too. The kid from Toledo.
Eric Alexander. I've been talking about him for a
been.
long time.
Sure.
Elite athlete. Not a lot of production in college, but a guy that you project will be better in the pros. More Landon Jackson. Mason Graham struggled a little bit. Did not test. I didn't expect him to test well. He's kind of a high floor kind of guy. But man, Marshawn says Rob loves tight ends and he cannot lie.
Cannot.
So many things there. Can I ask why we care about a man jumping?
It's so overrated. Let's be real.
People went bonkers because of Landon Jackson jumping 40 inches. Now, I'm not saying it's not impressive. I'm just saying, why do I care?
Yeah,
I got it. There's certain things where you're like, all right, like we know the kid's athletic, like enough. Yeah. But I will say your boy Nick Emanwari, the safety out of South Carolina, I thought had a really good day. Trying to think of who Shamar Stewart, another good day. Obviously Maxwell Harrison.
I think Nick Emanwari, and I said this actually last week, that it would not shock me that Nick Emanwari would be drafted over Malachi Starks.
Yeah. Well, again, you look at the combine, I think that those rankings got to be a lot closer now after that.
Yep.
You know who didn't have a good day?
Love Tate Ratledge, by the way. Yeah. Sorry.
You know who didn't have a good day?
Yeah.
Will Howard didn't have a good day.
No, he didn't. Dives was like, hell yeah, let's go.
There's a video of him with all of his missed throws. It is bad. It's bad.
That video, whoever put that together is evil, though, too, because when I first watched it, I was like, is that every throw he threw? Like, I was like, this is horrendous.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad. But I do want to throw it out there that J.J. McCarthy also missed tons of people.
That's true.
He was in the first round, top 10.
Yeah.
This is why the combine is only one part of the draft process.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only one part of the draft process.
It's what you do out there on the field. It's how your measurables, and that's really what it is. You know,
I mean, see, when it comes down to it, I mean, this Abdul Carter injury, man, I wouldn't touch him until at least like pick 32.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should touch him. I think he should just fall to the bottom of the first round. I just,
agreed.
You know, I also heard
just to be safe.
I also heard he owns a gas mask. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that could go wrong there. I think you should let him fall.
Yeah.
Total cancer in the locker room, too.
Yeah. You know, I hear the same thing for Tyler Warren, but it's even worse. So I think you should wait till like maybe mid-60s.
I mean, you really want to draft a guy who was wearing an Eagles jersey at the Super Bowl with his dad watching the birds root for him? I mean, come on, guys. I mean,
come on. Let's get serious.
Philly Sports Go Boom says Rocket Sanders.
Yeah.
I think one of the big takeaways was how ridiculously deep this running back class is. Bashal Tootin, Rocket Sanders. Yeah. You could go on and on. Like, everybody looked great from that running back room.
Wow, except Scatterbo, I didn't think looked too good.
Well, he only did the 40. He only did the vertical, and it was 40 inches. To be fair,
right? But again, you're going to do the one thing, and then the one thing you did do, you didn't do very good.
Stewart, Shamar Stewart, I called an Eagles target a long time ago.
Yep.
A guy that can play defensive tackle in a Vic Fangio scheme or edge, and he was dominant. I mean, just ridiculous, like measurables. Jahad Campbell, I thought, was terrific.
Oh, yeah.
Just truly a modern linebacker. I think he's right up there, man. What's kind of sucked with the combine is it kind of confirmed a lot of the guys that I didn't want to do well, because now they're like,
yeah, and those guys that you wanted to fall, yeah, absolutely.
Like, especially like James Pierce Jr. Yep. We touched on Terrence Ferguson. There's a new guy from Georgia that popped a little bit that could be interesting. His name's Ty Ingram Dawkins, maybe a sleeper. Dawkins, yeah, his last name's Dawkins. And it could be a sleeper that we talk about here going forward. But, I mean, it was, let's get Walker from Kentucky. Deion Walker in the third.
Don't think he'll last the third, but you never know.
I don't think so either. I have a pretty high grade on him.
You're not like, what's his face? He's like top 10.
Yeah, Mark
loves him some Deion Walker.
Thinks Deion Walker is a top 10 prospect. Nick Emanwari is going to be the best defensive back in this draft. There were some winners at defensive back for sure. What's his name? Maxwell Hairston.
Yeah, Harrison.
Cornerback out of Kentucky. Ridiculous measurables. Maybe we talk about him during our mock. We'll see. But he was Darian Porter out of Iowa State, kind of that hybrid 6'4" corner, but an elite athlete. So that was really impressive. Philly Sports Go Boom says Abdul Carter has a stress fracture from track racing.
Totally.
Character guy, man.
Yeah,
Not,
get
no
him
character
out
there.
of here. But we'll take him. We'll
Yeah,
nurture him.
we could fix him.
We can fix him.
Eagles Nest says, "Give me a man warrior or Starks first round." I am fully on board with that.
I also
It's
like
never going to happen. It's
Yeah,
never going to happen.
Safeties and linebackers.
I would be so excited if that did it, because I think a lot of people will say Starks kind of disappointed at the combine, but I thought he was fine. There were things that he was like 70th percentile, and then there were things he was the 100th percentile. He's fine. I'm not worried about Starks' athleticism whatsoever. Great options at 32. I think that this is the whole thing about the draft, Pat, is there's really no difference between pick 10 and pick 32. This draft really aligns well with what the Eagles need, and that's fantastic because maybe they do trade out, maybe they don't, but either way, they're going to get a really good player at 32 in the area of what they need. Let's get Walker from Kentucky in the third. More Deion Walker love it. Seems the Eagles are having a lot of meetings with late round linebackers and DBs. There were some, like a guy like Teddy Buchanan, I thought came out of nowhere. Didn't really know who that was, but like good size, great athleticism. You can go on and on. Smile Munden Jr. tested really well.
Yeah, he did.
Makuba is underrated in this.
Love me some Makuba.
He's so good, man. He should be. He should not be slept on. Pat says I saw a mock earlier with Eman Worry going mid first.
That's a lot.
I had him on Eman Worry number 20 on my big board before the combine, and like all the comments mentioned earlier, he might be like fringe 10.
I'm pretty sure I have all of my top. I think I have at least top 15, top 20 for each position. I have not gathered them up into the big board just yet. I figured it was honestly, it was because it was such a pain in the ass I did it so early, and I had to keep changing it, and then I would, I had to like move guys, and then I had to like cut and paste, and it was just a pain in the ass. So I'm waiting a little bit to do before I do my 200, but
same here. Same
here.
I'm waiting.
Rob, you were just caught yawning, bro.
I'm gonna do a 400 person draft board this year.
I was called crazy for doing a top 200, by the way.
We've already covered 200 plus
easily.
Yeah. Pumpman says
I love me some Ben Morrison.
Could we see an outside corner drafted in the first two rounds? Siobhan Ravel was hurt all last year. He's an elite athlete, great measurables. He should be ready for training camp. Ben Morrison, very good, just natural athlete. Out of Notre Dame.
Isn't he the lead singer of the Doors?
Yes. He is. He's come back from the dead. He's only been dead for 55 years.
That's awesome. I hope he does well.
Yeah.
I would jump all over James Pierce Jr.
Oh Jesus! Absolutely. I was like, if Pierce dies, that's morbid.
I know, right?
I'm sorry.
If you follow my big board, I had Amar Membo #1 offensive tackle on my big board. I had Gray Zabel. To be fair, I had Gray Zabel rated higher than Membo, but Membo is Will Campbell tested very well, but Membo was easily my #1 offensive tackle.
Yeah. Membo certainly has shot up my board, and especially the rankings for tackles. I'd say over the past like 2 months, it's just I've been diving more into it and seeing more, and you fall in love with the kid. He's great.
Yep. Eagles Nest. Go check out my big board, number 20. It's broken into 5 parts. Go check it out.
Well, Sawyer did not have a good day, and I was a little upset.
I wasn't going to say anything, Ryan.
I know. Listen, I have been talking about Jack Sawyer for 2 years, and I've been wanting to grab him. And listen, he is obviously not, a first round talent. Probably not a second round guy anymore. But listen, I think if some things happen or don't happen earlier in the draft, I think Sora would be a really good kind of, and we missed out on an edge kind of guy later in the draft. So
Yep. Like Makuba a lot. Right there with you. I'm
I feel like Sidney Brown's like a slow burn.
No, it doesn't, Marshawn. You jerk.
I feel like a lot of teams are going to try to draft D-line, O-line to imitate the Eagles. Didn't it feel great when Howie doubled down on building through the trenches during the one press conference? It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic.
31-inch arms for Jack Sawyer. Great run defender, but yeah, that's a concern. Any other comments on the combine before we get into Eagles free agency targets?
Nope.
I think we need to move on.
Big Star says, "Can we go safety depth? I want Brown to work, but I'm not seeing it."
Yeah, he's taking a little.
Vinny Brown is a liability out there, flying around and hurting our own players.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I want a safety.
Yep, me too. Me too.
I want a linebacker and a safety and edges and
tight ends.
I will say,
line, corner.
Eman Worry and Starks are. This is the most I've been in love with a safety since Kyle Hamilton, and I think they're like a tier right underneath Kyle Hamilton.
Wow.
That's how high I am on.
That's pretty good. That's good. High praise. High praise.
Oh God, can't wait to see the depression on Dives' face when the Eagles pick
Every year.
Safety when he's on
do
the
this
board.
to ourselves every year for multiple players. I was, first of all, speaking of combine, last year, Dives, was I or was I not devastated over Cameron Kitchens?
Yes, we all were.
That one broke me. I was so upset.
Big Sarge, you there's not a chance Javon Holland comes here, as he was the one when Vic Fangio left Miami that put out the video of kicking rocks. So he doesn't like Vic Fangio because he's probably a big baby.
Love me some Javon Holland. Yeah. Rob is right.
Yeah, Sidney Brown's fine.
He had a whole year.
He's fine on special teams, but no.
Yeah, no. I need to see. He needs to. This year is the year if he's going to do anything.
Listen, I watched Sidney Brown beat the hell out of 2 Dallas Cowboys at once in a back alley fight in the middle of a game. That was awesome.
All right, let's get to Eagles free agency targets. Cannot drift safety to save their lives. Not wrong.
I think they have one good safety.
Yeah, he was kind of good.
Yeah, he was kind of good.
Reed Blankenship. I mean, what was he, like a 7th round draft pick?
I think 5th, 6th.
Yeah, he was late. He was late.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Louis Sean. Is he still on the
roster?
roster?
Louis Sean. I saw an old tweet of mine. So not only when Sean came out in the draft, I was like, somebody better get this kid.
Oh, I loved him.
Then when he got released by Minnesota originally, I was like, somebody better get this kid. And then finally, when he got released by whoever the hell the team was, I was like, please, let's get this kid. And then finally we got him.
Whoever's saying respect Kirk Coleman, stop it. Stop it now.
He was an undrafted free agent. My goodness.
You
Terrible.
too.
Terrible.
I hated Kirk Coleman.
Oh, yeah, he was undrafted.
He's Ohio State.
Forgot about that. Undrafted, yeah.
Says the Penn State fan. Reed is a free agent after next season. GJ got 2 years, getting old. I agree. It would make a lot of sense. I don't think it's as of a need as like tight end, based on what the Eagles like to do. But I think it's right there. And if you're going by the board and they're sitting there, I'm talking about Starks and Eman Worry, like you got to jump on that. You got.
Absolutely.
Kirk Coleman.
Oh my
God. Man.
Why are we talking
Nate Allen. All right. But let's get into Eagles free agency.
Let's not have me throw up before we start talking about
Sean Considine. Oh my God.
He was terrible. Terrible. All right. Who wants to go first? Free agency targets. Going once. Going twice.
I'll go.
The best thing was it's not even like me and Ryan planned that. We just did it.
Jesus.
Oh God, that was good.
All right, I'm going to go because this
All
is
right. Okay.
All right, we're going to talk about my free agency target, and we're going to go Jamie Sherwood, linebacker here. We don't know how this linebacker situation is going to play out, but there he is, 6'2", 216, out of Auburn. He was a fifth-round pick out of the 2021 draft. The Eagles are, I think, doing a very solid job of finding guys that have upside within Vic Fangio's system. Sherwood was one of the better stories of last year. He has been kind of trending up in a big way. He entered 2024 with only 358 career snaps on defense. And last year, he finished with 158 tackles. That was tied for third best, the third highest mark in the NFL. He also had 10 tackles for loss. He only had 20 total run stops less than Zach Bond in 2024. 20 sounds like a big number, but that's not bad for a Jets defense. That's pretty intriguing. So Sherwood has really good instincts. He's a good his block shedding needs improvement, but he's young. He's got incredible length, 34-inch arms. He can get in the backfield, and we're talking about a guy that could probably come to Philadelphia like $7 million a year and continue his progression that we saw last year. I think this is a guy with that exact combination of proven commodity, cost effectiveness, and upside. Just the perfect storm for an Eagles defense. A guy that can play downhill with speed, a guy that can set the edge, a guy that has upside in coverage. I think his best football is in front of him. There has been talk that he wants to return to the New York Jets or wherever, but
Who would want to do that?
That's the question.
Who would choose?
If this is a guy, I'm out on him if he wants to return to the Jets.
There was a report that they're working on, like there's like some sort of mutual agreement on returning to the Jets, but we'll see. Who knows? Yeah. So Jamie Sherwood, if you haven't heard of him, I think he would be a guy that can come here relatively cheap, like 7-8 million, and have a nice, continued progression in his development. So that's my guy.
Gotcha.
All right, Ryan, who's yours?
I would just like to highlight this. You fool me once.
To be fair, that's fair. That's
Shame
fair.
on you. Fool me
I'm
twice.
sorry. Did we not enjoy Mekhi Becton this year?
That's true.
I meant defensively.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Listen, so I'm on the same position as Dives, naturally, as I always talk about linebackers and or tight ends. So I'm going to talk about linebacker Nick Bolton. This dude is an absolute stud, and Dives left. Well, that's fine. Guess he doesn't like Nick Bolton. That's cool.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out on him. No, dude's 25 years old. He plays about 94% of the snaps there in Kansas City. He's probably going to want decent money. I'm not going to lie. Anywhere from the 10 to 12 range, I would assume. But again, a young star linebacker. Again, depending on what we do with Zach Bond and how much money we have and whatever, this would be a good secondary kind of like, hey, maybe we missed out on Bond. Here's a guy that we can go ahead and bring in and can come in and be impactful. And again, I think keeping this defense young and keeping this defense talented is the way to go. He is great as far as his coverage and rushing and putting pressure. Isn't always great at kind of finishing the sack, but I definitely like Nick Bolton as a kind of backup plan should Zach Bond not kind of pan out. So Bolton would be nice. Although, listen, as much as I would love to see both of them, that's never going to happen. So.
Yeah, and I don't know if I would love Nick Bolton, but I don't know if the Kansas City's going to let him go. I don't think they're going to let him walk.
Well, I mean, they might not, but okay.
I would love it. I would love it.
Listen, I'm not trying to single you out, Marshawn, but I love people who say like definitive statements, like as if they know something. Like, listen, I get it. You're right. He is a little bit on the smaller side, but again, he's active. He's got speed. I don't think he's getting that much money. Again, fallback option if Bond doesn't come on. Better off with Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
It depends on which Michael Bolton.
I want the one for the space. That dude is the man.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Go ahead, Rob.
So the funny thing is, before I get to mine, a lot of people have named Dre Greenlaw, and that was a guy I thought about, but people are saying prove it deal. Dre Greenlaw is going to get money. I know he was hurt last year, but when he came back and played in 4 or 5 games, he played pretty well. I don't think you're going to be able to get him cheap. There's no way you could get him with Bond, which is I'm going to stay away from linebackers until I see that Zach Bond signs somewhere else because I am keeping the faith that Zach Bond is coming home. I don't want to hear any other damn linebackers right now. With that said, I'm going to go to the edge rusher for the 3rd consecutive week, and I'm going to go with Malcolm Kuntz. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, who's this? I don't know who this guy is. He was hurt a lot last year out in Vegas, but prior to that, he was a solid player for – sorry, Bolton looks like Milli Vanilli.
Damn. Unnecessary.
Just blame it on the rain. So Malcolm Kuntz is a young guy coming off of injury. Now, here is a guy that you may be able to get on a prove-it deal, right? He's a young guy. He's coming off an injury. He was looked at very highly up until that injury, and now I think he's going to be let go because the Raiders are all over the place right now. He's a guy that he screams a prove-it deal from the Eagles off that edge. I think he can get to the quarterback, hopefully set that edge a little bit on the running game, just be another good guy to put out there. So what? Here we go again. We act like they don't ever put small guys in weird positions. Like, I think Malcolm Kuntz could be a nice, like, 2nd week, 3rd week option on the free agent market. Which, by the way, Eagles fans, prepare yourself for nothing big happening in the first week of free agency outside of their own players. No big new names coming in the first week. Just start to prepare yourself now.
Is Kuntz, is he that author guy that writes those weird science fiction?
That writes what?
The science fiction writer.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Kuntz, right? Dean Kuntz, right?
Maybe I could be the worst English teacher ever because I don't know who the hell you're talking
about.
How
do you not know who that is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I don't read science fiction. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, he's right. He's basically like a Wish version of like Stephen King.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Malcolm Kuntz.
Okay, Galileo, enjoy.
We got Jamie Sherwood. That's Dean Kuntz.
See, that's what I said, Dean Kuntz.
That's so funny.
Never heard that name in my life.
He's pretty famous, man. He's pretty famous. All right, let's
don't know you. You ain't famous.
More famous than Malcolm, I'll tell you that.
I doubt it.
Panel Slayer Asante, who is the best quarterback. That was literally like where my head went. Marshawn is like, is Darius Slay a top 5 cornerback in Eagles history?
That sounds like a good D2A topic, you know?
Is he better than Lito and Sheldon? Is he better than
Taylor, Troy Vincent?
Well, I don't know about Troy.
He's not better than Troy, but I think that there's an argument to be made about the other guys. And look, at the end of the day, okay, Darius Slay won a Super Bowl. Okay, Lito and Sheldon did not get it done. Bobby Taylor couldn't tackle to save his life for a long time. Eric Allen obviously was very good.
Right.
You know, but outside of that,
That's number 2.
yeah, outside of those two, I mean, God, like Eric Allen's running mate was Mark McMillan, who was, you know, yeah, but he was as tall as my son. Like
You're right, and he still did amazing things, and now he makes amazing barbecue sauces.
We are getting nothing but useless knowledge. Nothing but useless knowledge out of Ryan tonight.
Grilling with McMillan. Look it up.
He's grilling
I do.
I'm reading Dean Koontz.
I've never read one book of his.
I feel like this is a great time to throw it out there that we're going to be doing our all-time best plays in Eagles history bracket. We're going to be. I'm going to collect all the videos. We've already got Rob collecting like 64, 70 plays. And we're going to watch them and we're going to bracket them. And you're going to vote for which is the best Eagles plays of all time. And that's going to be really fun. Here's
my only hope for this exercise that we're doing, which I'm super, super excited about, is I don't want people to just vote for the most recent plays because of the most recent plays.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. But, like, I found plays that I didn't even know exist. Like, you know, there's a fourth miracle at the Meadowlands that no one ever talks about. That was maybe the coolest one.
Oh, the blocked field goal. Yeah. It's just, and it was 10 years later, and then for whatever reason, they don't ever talk about it. You're right.
But I'm super excited.
So I don't know if the file that you originally sent out is something that we share, or I have to physically send it to you. But I think I'm at 56.
Yeah,
I'm almost there.
I put up 64 in 2 hours. It was ridiculous. I did not teach that day.
Right.
I just went down a rabbit hole of plays and tried to name everyone that I could think of, which I did, and then I found like 10 extra ones.
So Rob, you obviously did what I always say, and you know what that is when you're at work.
Hey, it's explicit word, them kids.
F them kids.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have like almost like a bracket show where we're going to watch the plays, and then with your help in the comments, we're going to seed them in the top 64 bracket. There's probably going to be a play-in, and then we're going to put it for voting on our community page as we go. We'll probably do like a round 1. What was the voting? Did we agree or disagree? All that kind of stuff. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're already getting comments about all this stuff. It's going to be Sheldon Brown's hit on Reggie Bush, man.
Sure. Yeah, it's there.
Awesome. Randall Cunningham.
Yep.
There's a few Randall plays that are going to make this list, I think.
There sure are.
Yeah, so that's in the works. We'll get to that pretty shortly. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right. So
I didn't go to school with Mike Quick, but I have done real estate deals with his son.
Okay.
Just letting people know.
That's really cool. All right. So we are going to jump into our 3-round post-combine Eagles mock, but we don't do it that simple here on Party on Broad.
No.
We're going to make this fun, and we're going to do themes. We're going to let Rob go first. I'm going to spin the wheel spinner here. We have 3 themes for our Eagles 3-round mocks. Tonight, we've got Howie's on Crack. That's the mock where maybe the draft happens, you're like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? And then it starts to make sense. We have the Bama Georgia only draft. And then we have the trenches only draft. So we're going to do a wheel spinner to see who gets what. It'll be a lot of fun. Rob, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Come on, Howie on Crack. Damn it! Wait, oh, you bastard! Yo, this draft is super hard where the Eagles are picking. Super hard.
No, it's not. No, it's not at all.
Yeah, you got the easiest one.
Yeah, wait till the second round. You'll see.
Howie on Crack. You just do whatever the hell you want.
If I would have on Crack, it would have been amazing. It would have been amazing.
It probably would have been, but.
All right, Rob, you have Howie's on Crack. You'll go first.
No, I thought I had Bama, Georgia.
No,
sorry, Georgia, Bama. Georgia, Bama. My bad.
Dives, would you like to go second since I always win these things?
That's fair. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This is for
glad
me.
I'm glad you so easily accepted that, by the way.
Yeah. I'm.
Howie's on crack. All right. Honestly, it couldn't have happened to a better person.
All right. I got the Howie's on crack. I'm so excited.
And now I'm
my
only back
God.
to trenches.
This is Dives having this is going to be like, oh, we're just going to trade back and collect 47 picks for next year.
It might be.
That's that's Dives.
We will see. We will see.
I just have one quick question.
Yeah.
Can linebackers be considered trenches?
No, you
Has to be an edge rusher.
Yeah, edge, defensive tackle. I see where your head's going there.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The lines are blurred here, people.
They're not blurred. You're blurred.
Marjan says Howie's on crack is basically Chip Kelly making the picks. Jalen Milrow at number 32. That's not happening.
Quarterback factory.
There's a good chance that I'm going to go Howie's on crack with just Bama and Georgia players. But we'll see. So am I doing the super speed so that we could just get through this quicker?
I am throwing this 3-round Eagles mock all down the middle. So PFF, mock draft simulator, put all the settings straight down the middle. So
even
it's like
the randomness?
Yeah. Or do you, I mean, we're figuring this out on the go. Do you want to change that?
No, that's fine. We're only doing 3 rounds, right?
Yeah, 3 rounds. Very easy. Rob, share your screen when you get a chance.
All right.
Pat saying Howie's on the Polish swimmer in the 6th round. Jackson Dart, interesting.
I got crushed for picking Jackson Dart in the 5th round one time.
All right. Am I doing super speed so that we can get through this quickly?
You can do whatever you want, but that looks pretty good.
All right. I'm going to do super speed because
I mean, you're only
just
picking Bama and Georgia, so
yeah. So I just want to do it at the 3 picks that the Eagles have.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Hit them. Do you just want to go all the way through and just do it through since there's only 3 picks?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I'm
Start
on the
that crap.
clock.
Hit that start button, baby. Here we go.
Right,
Here we go. There's a Georgia guy right there.
Right off the bat, baby.
Let's go, baby.
We Jalen Walker. Come on, now bring your ass over here. Philly Dogs, baby. Philly Dogs. Oh, this is where it gets fun. All right, here we are. Picking at 64. Oh, shit.
Georgia, Alabama. Georgia, Alabama.
Shit.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on. All right, this is rough. Come on.
Picking a center? Wait a minute.
No.
Let's see here. Hold on. Is there a trade op? No one even wants to trade with me right now. This is bullshit. We're going to talk about me. I got to the second page?
Yeah, go to number 2.
All right.
No, Tate.
Tate's not bad. Wait, don't do it yet. Keeps going down.
Let's see.
Milrow. Boom.
No, I think Tate's the guy that I'm going to end up taking here.
That's a good spot
Because
listen,
he's an elite athlete.
Yeah. And also he looks like he would fit in the line like
he's
party wise.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be he would definitely have still been here when I'm picking at 91 or whatever it is, 96. But we're going to take him. We're going to take Tate.
God, that's a good one. Here we go.
Oh my God, I got to go back down now. Jesus Christ almighty.
Whoa, too fast.
Oh my God, I was going to take Q. I was going to take Q, and I can't. He's gone. Q is gone. Let's see. God, I want to take. I want to do an
exciting Whites draft, but
I want to take Jalen Milrow so bad right now, just to piss off the world.
Please do not.
It would piss off so many people.
Yeah, man. Yurasek? I like Yurasek.
Benjamin Yurasek. I'm taking a tight end for Ryan Reese, baby. And my draft's an F.
Oh, you should have drafted that guy.
Yeah. I couldn't. I wasn't allowed, damn it. I wasn't allowed.
I wasn't allowed.
But What did
I
I
love
do?
how you didn't draft a single Alabama guy. It's all Georgia's.
Yeah, it's of course it is. Philly dogs, baby. Philly dogs. Hey, I got Jalen Walker out of that draft. I'll take it.
Yeah, hey, listen, you hit a home run with the first pick, that's for sure.
I mean, yeah, we would all be ecstatic.
I
He's
would
not.
be
He's not falling to the.
that for me is an immediate purchase on Fanatics
Oh, really?
for rookie jersey. You draft me a linebacker with the first pick? Ooh, I'm getting that. I'm getting it. I'm getting that jersey.
Look at that.
Yeah.
People giving me a win already.
And
There you
anybody
go.
that questions Tate Ratledge, go look at his combine. Like
Yeah,
his RES score and
Oh.
athleticism is the best of the group. So
I think him and
you could do a lot worse.
Dickerson. I think him and Landon Dickerson would be the new exciting lights.
We draft Bama offense and Georgia defense. Come on, Rob. Benjamin Yorsak
Right? He sounds like he's a Russian hitman.
doesn't get me excited, to be honest.
Yeah, he fell off. He was highly rated
He was.
preseason.
He was.
He fell off.
Yeah, there's a lot of other tight
But
ends.
yes, you've
so-
got to watch out for the Benjamin Yorosek.
Well, guess what, guys? Okay, I was very limited in who I was allowed to draft.
All right. Dobbs, you want to go? Do your crack, or should we wait and let me do mine?
No,
and then you can...
I feel like we should wait to the Howie's on crack at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's good.
I can't wait to see if the Howie's on crack is worse than my Rob is drunk draft last year.
that was clutch. That was clutch.
All right, Ryan, you have trenches only draft.
All right. There we go.
Don't be trying to cheat, Ryan.
Trying to cheat. What?
Ryan picked the slowest volume or slowest speed.
No,
Jesus Christ.
you saw me switch it. Get out of here.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
tough.
so trenches. Okay, so let me just do this. We go there. There we go
You're going straight defense?
there. No, I'll put it in there.
Okay.
See what happens. But yeah, most likely I'm not drafting any
Ooh.
offensive lineman.
You got a lot of options.
Yeah, there
I
were
do.
a lot of options.
I think Tyler Booker is a low-key Eagles target. And that was the one where I was questioning Rob, is I think Tyler Booker's in a phone booth, just a mauler in the run game. And I think he would fit the Eagles so well.
I didn't even see Tyler Booker. He was there?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't think he
I don't
was.
think he was. As much as I do like TJ Sanders, Williams, and Alexander, my main focus has to be edge. And I think Michael Williams will fit nicely. Not my favorite edge guy, but I think at 32, I think it's a good deal. So I'll grab him. Bloop.
Pump man, it's Jackson Slater. Haven't covered him. I'll be honest. You're not going to find anything on him on this channel, but I'll check him out. All right. Who'd you go with?
He went with
Michael Williams.
Okay. Okay.
Now, it's funny. The guy from Minnesota there, I'm hearing some good things about.
Yeah, I surely have as well.
I am not a fan of this offensive line group. I would lean no in that situation.
There's my man, though. There's Bo from Purdue.
That's not Armand Embo. Just
No, that's my man, Bo. I mentioned him last week.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Marshawn's excited about Michael. We've got a lot of Donovan Jackson.
Yeah, and believe me, I like that, but I think I'm gonna go Deion Walker here at 64. I think that's a good deal. We're getting outside. We're getting inside.
Oh, it's a
Can't
shame.
do it.
That hurts your soul.
What I mean, listen, tight
No.
ends line up
No,
on the end of the.
no.
Damn it! It's just rule.
Aeneas Peebles is nice. He's small, but a really good pass rusher.
His name sounds too much like pee hole.
Ah!
I couldn't do that. I would have too much fun with that name. I'm sorry.
Holy shit!
I couldn't do it.
I feel like getting
couldn't do it.
2 interior guys is wild.
P-hole.
P-hole, yeah.
I'm sorry. That's all I heard when you said it. I was like, oh no, I can't do that.
Aeneas Peoples. P-holes.
I will never forget that. Come back to us on draft night when we're talking about P-holes.
Oh my god.
If they did draft him, I would customize the jersey to have it be that.
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
Listen, I really do like Tate Rowledge, and I think grabbing him in the 3rd round, not the 2nd round.
Yeah, quite better. Quite better.
Quite better. And also again, I don't want to, as much as I probably would double up on edge, definitely not this early. I definitely wouldn't double up on interior because I think only one guy is really required there. So I'll take Ratledge. Call it a draft. Ooh, I earned an award.
What'd you get?
I got top 39%. I earned whatever these things are. I don't know what that do.
Yeah, they give you rewards now. It's super weird.
Yeah, I don't like it. So A+ for Michael Williams and F for Deion Walker in the 2nd, I think is wild. And Tate Ratledge is a solid B+. Woo!
I'd be pretty fine
I'd be stoked with this. You get an edge guy, you get an interior guy, and then you get a young guard. And even if you bring back, what's his face, you still groom Ratledge, and then you can kick. Why am I forgetting his name?
Yeah, Deion Walker being an F grade's brutal.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's funny. We had a comment earlier about like how he's on crack draft would be like a Chip Kelly draft. This screams like a Chip Kelly draft. Like big people beat up little people. Like Michael Williams 6'5", Deion Walker 6'7", Tate Rowledge 6'6". Like this is a first man off the bus draft.
It's big boy draft.
That's
just not true.
Jordan Davis. I think he's not wrong. His pad level's bad. The problem is Deion Walker looks like literally amazing and then just disappears.
Sure. Well,
but he doesn't have the athleticism of Jordan Davis. Not even close.
Not even close. All right, Debs.
Time for the good one.
Let's go. Time for you to wow us here. All the pressure is on you. I hope you did a couple of bumps.
All right.
Jesus.
Maybe grab the pipe. Whatever you got to do to prep.
There's no prep here. All right, let's roll. This is
Pause
the
trade for number 1.
What?
Trade for number 1, Abdul Carter. Let's go.
Pause and trade up number 1, Abdul Carter.
This is the Howie's on crack draft. This is a draft.
He's trading way back.
This is the draft.
He's going to trade back. He's going to trade back to the past. Go straight so far back.
I'm going to quick skim at who was selected here. Malachi Stark, 17. Walter Nolan. Gray Zabel, my guy, number 20. Oh, wow. That's fun to see him get a lot of love. I'm a big fan of his. Abuka at 23. I feel like he's falling a little bit with Matthew Golden dominating. So we're on the clock here at pick number 32. The Howie on crack draft. What would that look like?
Listen, Howie is still stumbling around from getting hit in the head with a full beer can.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see they finally found the video of the person who did it?
Oh no.
Yeah. So he has not come forward to apologize.
The Howie on crack draft is in my head where he's so excited and he's going and like trying to fist pound people and nobody wants to do it.
So Milton Williams pick.
We're going to go number 32. We're going to go completely out of left field. We're going to go Ravion Henderson, running back out of Ohio State with their first selection. Dominated during the combine. Major home run hitter, great receiver out of the backfield, major explosiveness. And you're like, why would he do that? And then you're thinking, well, maybe it gives Saquon, extends his time here at Philly, how dominant they were as a run team. Travion and Saquon would be the best 1-2 headed monster in the NFL.
Yes, I would like to say F. That is all. I support this.
All right, we went Travion Henderson, Howie's on crack mock draft. We have a fist pump. We have Cam Scatterboo. We needed more exciting whites. Round one running back would make me think Howie is on crack.
I mean, it is the ideal pick for if Howie was on crack.
That's what we're doing here.
Oh,
That's what
snap.
we do.
I mean, listen, no one said you couldn't trade for players in this thing.
Yeah,
You
Dibes
theoretically trade.
trading a draft pick would be like a priest getting married. It just doesn't happen.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying.
So we're sitting here, pick number 64. What would Howie do?
Will Howard.
Not Dimes. I don't care what he wants to do. You are not selecting Will Howard.
There is no fireman in this draft, unfortunately.
No.
Could we go back-to-back running backs? No, we're not going to go back-to-back running backs. But we will go long-term thinking yet again.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And we're going to go with yet another winner at the Combine, a guy that could be an A.J. Brown-esque down the road. And we're going Jalen Noel out of Iowa State. Big-time athlete, good size, outside receiver, wide receiver one upside down the road. And you're just going, why? Why would he ever do something like that? Maybe A.J. Brown gets moved in a couple years, but that's how we play Howie's on crack. And realistically, that's what he does for the most part. Now we're at pick number 96.
Jalen Milroe.
Danny Watkins. Riley Leonard.
It's going to be Jackson Dart.
There it is. Baby.
Our last pick for the Howie's on crack draft is Jackson Dart.
Oh my God!
And what we have successfully done in a draft that's very, very deep on defense, we go back to back offense with Travion Henderson to form a two-headed monster with Saquon. But he's also a guy that could, give you a lot of split backfield looks. He's a great receiver. Jalen Noel, elite athlete, great size, big time outside wide receiver upside to kind of learn under AJ Brown, and then Jackson Dart, continuing QB factory here in Philadelphia. I think he's probably going to be a first round pick when all is said and done. I think this QB class is terrible. What do you think, Ryan?
Listen, I love me some Travion Henderson. I did. But I thought maybe fifth, sixth round, maybe if you want to go grab a running back to kind of throw in the fold. All right. But wasn't a position I ever really thought that they were going to draft. Wide receiver, I could definitely see it, but again, later. But it wasn't anything that I was going to necessarily draft. And quarterback, as much as I know they love it, there's no situation where I feel like they're going to draft a quarterback in this year's draft, in my opinion. I think they're just going to find somebody to be the number 3. They're going to try and trade Kenny Gainwell if they can, and move up what's his face. But this is I'm shocked you got a D-. I think PFF needs to regrade some things. I hate you for this draft. I don't like it one bit. It depresses me so much that I'm probably just going to cry myself to sleep.
It's like Billy Madison. Like we're now 1,000% dumber. Like everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I can't even be excited about Travion Henderson. Like I like Travion Henderson, but I can't even like it.
I feel like I'm on crack and I'm hallucinating seeing things because this can't be real. maybe I took some acid because this cannot be real.
I was gonna say you don't hallucinate on crack.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that you were the crack genius of the crowd. Anyway, that is a wild draft. I don't ever put it past the Eagles drafting a quarterback ever. Don't put it past the Eagles drafting a quarterback. But man, oh man, that's an interesting one. If I would have got the Howie's on crack draft, I would have traded up and drafted. Yeah, I would have traded up and drafted Tyler Warren.
Yeah, you would have. You would have given up the farm.
Then I would have attempted to trade back into the first round for no reason whatsoever, just to do it.
For no reason.
Whatsoever. And then I would have taken like a wide receiver in the third round.
Just a stockpile like fifth rounders.
Yeah.
Pump man, I actually consider Jalen Royals as my Howie on crack mock. Jalen Royals is really nice, by the way. But Nick Nash is kind of that same kind of receiver. There it is. Right. Travion Henderson, Jalen Noel, Jackson Dart, whereas we're all hoping for defense and we get straight offense. So there it is. All right. Should we put that? I think we should put that to poll. We're gonna throw that on a voting poll. Who had the better Eagles mock?
I don't know how people are going to vote.
I think it'd be hilarious.
I think this might be a chance that.
Without context, I want to see the comments.
People are going to lose their minds. Be like, this is the worst podcast in America. They let them talk about the Eagles.
We're gonna lose 4,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
what idiots!
YouTube's going to email you and be like, "Are you kidding me? You just lost the most subscribers in one day ever."
So good. All right. Ryan, final thoughts, plugs. Let's wrap this up.
Listen, you obviously know you can find me right here. I added more flair for Marshawn. This is my new Brian Dawkins. Well, not new, it's new to the podcast. Brian Dawkins signature. And obviously I kind of set it up there, but that was all for him. And if I could turn my camera around to show that, I would, but maybe next time. Anyway, you can check me tomorrow on the Eagles Pinball Network, Tuesday 8:00 and 9:00, and then Wednesday 5:30. And vote for me because I love winning and I love it when Dibes loses.
Yeah, so we do dueling mocks, Ryan and I, and he's won like 95% of them. It's a big problem, and I feel like it's a running joke now. Whereas, like, I genuinely feel my mock is better.
The last one I thought was gonna be really close, but I fucking whooped it.
I'm happy for you, Ryan.
I might do this first. We might do this by grades. Maybe we'll do this individually. I kind of want to just see what the reaction is.
Oh my God, you're gonna get F minuses.
I can't.
People are gonna lose their damn minds.
They lose their damn mind. Maybe that's how we have to do it. Just for engagement. We'll just do this because honestly, I see other shows. I see other whatever.
I don't like doing that, Ryan.
I agree. I don't like doing it either, but I see them all doing stupid stuff and saying stupid things and blah blah blah. And people somehow follow other dumb podcasts. We're out here doing the Lord's work. Okay,
doing the Lord's work.
That's right.
I would like to
did.
just say you could find me at Philly_madness, and I'm tired. Um, and you could find me here with Party on Broad. You could find me here with D2A. I've created a new little segment that I'll put out a few little 1 minute quick hitters, 1.5 minute quick hitters called Rob's Rants. Had a couple good ones I thought last week that I believe, Dives, are you adding them to the YouTube or no? Are they getting added to the YouTube channel?
Wait.
The Rob's Rants?
Check.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rob's Rants are going on the YouTube channel. I'm also posting them to my social medias. What the hell did you just say? I didn't even hear what you said. What did you say?
I said, why aren't you your own stuff?
I mean, it's not my own stuff.
Well, you go on the YouTube and look to see if your videos are there.
Oh, I don't know. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Everybody have a great night.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Eagles draft is just a couple of months or less. A couple months away, roughly. We have some fun shows planned with Ryan and Rob and a special guest. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to start pumping those out. Kind of fun things like this, like theme mocks. And I think these are way more fun than your typical NFL draft content. So be on the lookout for that. Again, shorts, more draft videos we'll be pumping. I'll probably focus heavily on underrated sleepers, kind of diamonds in the rough, day 3 guys. That's kind of my wheelhouse. And then we're going to get ready for some Phillies content in a few weeks. So be on the lookout for some Philadelphia Phillies content as we get ready for that. One last time, around the horn, Ryan Reese at Philly Sports PSA. He is Rob Lange at Philly_madness. And I am Dibes, Mr. Crackpot. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay awesome.